Hey guys, let me show you how I took my twist out from looking like this to looking like this in just very few minutes. So I've had this twist out for a very long time. I had mini twist in before. I'll try and see if I can put a video of it here. And I took down the mini twist, and that I took it down like weeks before this particular time. So I had my twist out that looked so nice. The curves were still like really popping. So I was just maintaining it with butter and trying to avoid making use of anything like water on it. By now, you already know that water actually loosen up twists or curves. Let me put it that way. Like if you form the curve by yourself with maybe any style or whatever, if you add water on it, your hair will actually loosen from that curve. So in order to maintain my twist out, I always maintain it with oil or with butter. I mainly make use of butter, especially this particular butter, because it was also made with water and oil. Like it was emulsified to form that butter. So it was like a win-win for me. So anyways, what I do again I would say is to make use of only butter or oil. Don't go pour water on your hair. Don't go pour water on your hair, or else all the curls will disappear. Then I divided the hair into two. The point is to weave both sides and to give this baby girl kind of vibe. So I started weaving from the tip, of course, and I would weave it to the down part of the hair. That is how you do this style. Now you can also make the style if you have your mini twist on. You don't necessarily have to turn it into a twist out in order to achieve this. It's just that it gives the fuller look, and that's from the scalp and also the strand itself, and also from the finished look. It gives this thick, full weaved kind of hair. As you can see how full it looks, my twist did not look this full when it was still like in twist. But twist out, it's now the two strands are now out, so it gives this very full effect, because it now looks like double of each strand of the twist. So it will give a better look if you can do it on your twist out style. So in case you have your twist out, don't think you cannot style your twist out. This style is suitable for whatever you wanna do. Do you get my point? Okay. If you see me for the first time, my name is Didi. You are welcome. Desire actually, but Didi is fine. Here we do everything natural hair. If you've come across any of my videos before, you are welcome. Maybe I did not welcome you in that video. Let me welcome you again. Please do have a seat. If you have any questions concerning your natural hair, you can let me know in the comments. Here we do everything: styling natural hair, styling old hairstyles, styling easy hairstyles. Also we do hair treatment, hair teachings, and just name it, hair issues and so on. You can check my playlist if you want to see any maybe hair vlogs or wherever. Yeah, we have it in our playlist. It's easy for you to navigate that way. And enough of me. Let me just get back to the video. Before I continue, if you're just seeing me for the first time and you've gotten to this part, please let me know where you're watching from. Okay, all right. So after making both of the jumbo braid right to the back, I weaved it to the back. I had to bring out small hairs. Now I would suggest you do this while you're actually making the hair. Just throw out a few down, because I think I had to remake the hair off the camera to just be able to bring out a few hair while I was making it, because initially when I was making it, I actually forgot to do that. So you want to make sure that you do that. Now for this next part, we'll need these pins, right? I don't know if they call them, is that what they call bobby pins? That's not what they call bobby pins, right? Please, if you know the name, let me know. I think I know the name, but if I'm right, it might be bobby pins. I don't know. But anyways, fold both of the hairs at the back. You actually do need a pin, or any pin that would not be obvious when used. This pin most of the time is used when you're trying to like set your hair, curl your hair. You mostly see it in salons, and it's everywhere. It's literally everywhere. We used to use this pin to do washing and setting. If you're in Nigeria, you know washing and setting now, that you put your hair inside dry, and when you now come out, you now style the hair. So most people actually have that pin, so you can actually get the pin. So I'm just going to pin both sides. It's important to pin the hair down, because especially if your hair is very thick like mine, the weight of the hair can actually pull out that edge from your entire hair, and one of your hairs can literally be, or one of the strands can literally be hanging about when you're outside, and you really don't want that, you because nobody's going to tell you, oh sister, your hair is hanging, because they don't even know if it's an actual style or if it's actually not supposed to hang or something. So you want to make sure you pin it. Use like two to pin it down. And the part where both of them actually meet, that's in the middle part, I also pinned that part down too. Then I brushed my hair. Ignore the fact that I'm using a shoe brush. Well, I mostly use it for my hair. I don't use it for shoe. I don't have any shoe and brushes, so I've always used it for my hair. So I pinned both of them together. So I don't want any space in between. I want it to look like it's one. That's the kind of illusion we're giving, and as you can see, that's the way it looks like, properly wrapped and properly sealed with the pin. Then I went ahead to oil the part where my hairline is showing, any part where the lines are showing, because when you line your hair that way, it kind of gives it this neat look because your scalp is shining. It's not for the treatment per se, it's so that the hair can shine. Do you get? If you have this oil sheen spray or any other spray for shine, you can also decide to spray it. Don't forget, we're working with very old kind of hair, so we want this as neat and as fine as possible. So make sure everything is tucked in, make sure everything is seamless. You cannot see the back of your hair. I was not even using a mirror for this. I was just working with I was trusting my hand to feel anything that is wrong and to put everything in place. Okay, so make sure you do that. Here I noticed that one part had come up, so I had to like fix that in properly. So make sure you check your hair very well. Now for this front part of the hair, I was not able to bring out hairs from the front part of the hair, and that's because this hair is not a neat hair, it's a rough hair, so it was not going to come out well. I needed something that would give more of a very natural blend, and the only thing I could think of was to just drop hairs from the middle, right? And the idea I had in mind was to make use of this crochet hook to pass the hair through. Of course, it's not going to be a problem because the moment you unravel the big braids, everything is just going to like be set free. So I also did that for the other part of the hair, but I did it off the camera. If you need to do that, you make use of your crochet hook and make it okay. But if you know you don't want to do that and you just drop a few and it looks good, then you don't have to do that. I'm making use of this got to be wax for my edges, just to lay my edges. I'm not so much of a wax girl, so but whenever my hairstyles are like really rough, this always just comes in handy. So I always try to have it on ground. Whenever I twist or braid my hair, I don't make use of this to braid it. I just use it for my edges once in a while when the hair already becomes rough, because finishing touches are usually very important. The entire hair might be fine, but because the edges look really rough, people tend to not even focus on how beautiful the hair is. So this alone makes it look really put together. It makes it look intentional. It makes it look like the hair is even new, and it just covers the fact that the hair looks rough. So the tiniest of details matters. You have to make sure that your edges are like really good. I already brushed the back part of my hair, my nape area, and now I'm just setting this front part. So I did this all over the front part, and I'm just going to make use of a little band, no band per se, like one of my scarves, to just like tie the edges in place so that it will stay in place. Do you get? Yeah, so it's important you always tie your edges so it can stay in place. It's a game changer. If you don't do that, please do it. Yes, so we've done this, and I just went about doing a few other things and waiting for this particular one to cook. And here's the final result. This is what we have. As you can see, I'm dressed for church and the hair looks really good. Also, the back is perfect. You guys saw the back already. So are you going to try this out? If you try this out, let me know, and let me know what you think about the hairstyle. Bye.